was walking along, fast on my way, wind in my heels. I collided with Chloretta Faye, the accidental love of my life. Our corners met, then our strife. To the ground we fell, I must confess. My heart did swell. As I looked in her eyes, a sparkle deepened mine. Everything I could ever want, such beauty to blind. I helped her up, then got her to stay, long enough to ask out the following day. As promised prior, we met at the park, talked, then rode bikes till well after dark. For months we met, over and over talking. From the present to the future, with tiny steps we were walking. Alas, the time had come for the decision I had to make. I wanted permission from her father for the kneel I would take. Over to his office I rushed these feet with the quickest heart that could ever beat. As I entered the door, I saw him stare. He gave me a surprised look and then an absent glare. I asked the question with dreary dread. He looked into my eyes and then he said,
I don't want to lose my Chloretta Faye. She's the very sun that starts my day. But if you're determined, there's nothing more to say, except be good to her in every way.
You have my word, and that is the deal. Our love is so strong, so deep, so real. And having said that, I walked away to pop this very question to my dear Chloretta Faye. I called her up, inviting her for tea. After she arrived, I went to my knee, sweating droplets, the more wetter. She said yes, and nothing could have been better. More plans were made, a house we bought, happiness we towed, so much we sought. We enjoyed our dinners out, moonlight or disco, we danced, lost in elation, that elusive trance. Yes, we danced and danced and danced. But one night, it came to an end. She collapsed to the floor. As the music played, legs moved no more. I looked in her eyes. Her soul slipped away. Nothing could bring back my beloved Chloretta Faye. Doctors worked hard, but quickly shook their heads. It was just too late. She was already dead. No, no, it can't be so, I thought. They must be mistaken. The love of my life can't be taken. It just can't be true. They must be mistaken. But it was true. She was dead. Something in her burst. It was the blood vessel in her head. A few days later, a funeral was had. Everyone was there, our moms and dads. There I was with people, yet all alone. Her body in the casket, but her spirit gone. From then on, I started my decline, falling further and further and so far behind, retreating away so deep into my mind. Nights awake, pacing with the clock, the one on my kitchen wall, cadence with tick as well as talk. Finally, my weary body is ready for bed. But just as my lids fall and dreams enter my head, it starts. The sounds. Her faint voice begins its hounds, calling my name. Her melody getting stronger. I've taken this for several nights, but can take it no longer. I stammer to the window to see what I can see, and answer her calls. Her spirit looks back at me from the grounds below. My faded Chloretta Faye, singing her song to me. My heart wants her back. I fight all sense of reality. I feel myself almost going mad. All of me wants her back, wants her here and now. So I yell into the black. We'll walk in the park, and lie beneath trees. Stop, stay a while, I'll fix you some tea. With that, she began floating away. Come back, Chloretta Faye, come back to me. But she did not stop. And it began to rain, so I ran through the house, out the front door, no refrain. There I saw nothing, except a wet place, just puddles to form where she had taken space. I stood there a while, as my body soaked. Then my senses returned, and sanity cloaked. I returned back inside, changed clothing for bed, closed my eyes, and emptied my head. The next day I created a song, something I knew I would always play, to stay with me my whole life long, to take to my grave the melody she brought me after death, returned rest, and would stave her haunts away until the day of my last breath.